Okay, let's start reading the first. Let me start reading the requirement. Okay, A part, calculate the impact on intra-group cash flows. Calculate the impact on intra-group cash flows if Lough Company and its three subsidiaries use multilateral netting to settle outstanding balances. Briefly explain the main advantage of multilateral netting system. Main advantage, okay. B part, evaluate which of the methods suggested by Lough Company treasury manager would minimize, which of the methods suggested by company treasury manager would minimize the payment to the Swedish supplier in 5 months' time. Okay, let's read the question first. C part, explain how a centralized treasury department assists with company cost reduction strategy and discuss the advantage of finance director proposal to decentralize the treasury function. I don't know why this is a favorite theory topic of examiner. Examiner always ask this centralized and decentralized theory in every other question. This part plus the advantages and disadvantage of swaps. These two are very hot favorite topic of examiner. In every other part, in every other question, examiner asks about the centralization and decentralization advantage and disadvantage, plus the swap advantage and disadvantage. You can write somewhere, these are the hot picking topics of examiner. Okay. Then there are professional marks will be awarded in the demonstration of skill and analysis, skepticism, and commercial acumen. Guys, one thing, remember one thing. If you able to score maximum marks in analysis and skepticism, and if you unable to score any marks for commercial acumen, still you got 5 marks. Because in maximum, I think 4 marks will be allocated for the skills. 2 to 3 marks are allocated for skepticism and commercial acumen. If you able to score good marks in skills and skepticism, you will get full 5 marks. So don't worry when you're writing the answer. If you're okay with analysis, if you're okay with skepticism, or if you're okay with commercial acumen and not okay with skepticism, still you can get 5 marks. So it is not like examiner will give you 2 marks for analysis, 2 marks for skepticism, 1 mark for commercial acumen. It is not like that. Okay. I will tell you the reason why I'm explaining like this. First of all, let me solve the question. Then I will explain this professional marks as well. Okay, now read the question. This is a holding company based in US. Lough Company Treasury Department centrally manages financial risk on behalf of the company subsidiaries, many of which are based abroad. So you are in US. Multilateral netting is used to settle intra-group balances. Spot bid rates are used for the purpose of multilateral netting. And the USD is the base currency. Following cash flows are due between the company and the 3 of its subsidiaries. Subsidiaries are FEDs in the UK, Ghana is in India, Adaler is in Turkey, Turkish lira. Owed by means you have to pay. Owed to means these company will receive. Owed by payable, owed to these will receive. The following spot bid rates are given. Settlements are made in the order that the company owing the largest net amount in USD settle with the company owed the smallest net amount. Okay, this is quite simple. This is very, very simple, by the way. B part. Company makes regular payment to a supplier based in Sweden. Sweden currency is the Swedish krona. The next payment is for ACCA 125 million and is due in 5 months' time. The treasury manager is concerned about the exposure to transaction risk and is considering hedging the payment using either the forward or money market based on the following date. 5-month forward is given, money market rates are given. Seriously, examiner has set that simple question? Yes. It has been tested in AFM September 2022 attempt. It is very simple. Two parts are very simple. Third part. Company operates in a highly competitive industry, which is undergoing a process of structural adjustment. A wave of merger and acquisition activity has led to consolidation within the industry as companies seek to maximize economies of scale. So there's a wave of merger. That means many of the companies are getting consolidated. This has resulting in a decline in company profitability over the last few years. Faced with these developments, the new CEO intends to implement a cost reduction strategy to improve the company comparative position. As part of the company-wide restructuring, company directors are due to discuss the future of the treasury function at the next board meeting. The finance director is in a favor of restructuring the treasury function due to ongoing problems and has highlighted these in a recent briefing note to the board. For example, there have been delays in approving the finance required for new projects, which meant Ghana company missed out on an excellent investment opportunity. So there is a problem. Directors are due to discuss the future of the treasury function at the next board meeting. The finance director is in a favor of restructuring the treasury function due to ongoing problems and highlighted these in a recent brief meeting. What is the problem? There have been a delay in approving the finance required for the new project, which meant Ghana company missed out an excellent opportunity. So what is this problem? Actually, you are following centralized treasury and decision of one of your subsidiary has been delayed because the center is taking the decision. The main reason for these delays is the complexity of the information required for the approval process at head office. So head office delays this decision. That's the problem with the centralization, and that is the advantage of decentralization, that in decentralization, decision making will be quick. Another example of the type of problem experienced by the subsidiaries occurred when the plan to float Adler on the local stock exchange had to be abandoned due to lack of interest from investor, even though significant expenditure had already been incurred. There are also concerns about the high turnover of a staff in senior management role across many of the law subsidiaries due to the lack of delegation of the authority. The finance director believes that decentralized function would help to avoid these problems. Okay. We have to answer this in 3 parts. So let me start the A part first, guys. So everyone, please start the first part. Give me a minute, guys. Please everyone start the A part. Okay, Ji, let's start it, guys. Let's start the A part. So write the A part first. As the first requirement is calculate the impact on the intergroup cash flows if the company and its 3 subsidiaries use multilateral net. Part A, multilateral netting. So let me quickly write all the transactions. And convert it into dollars. Okay, owed by company, pets company, Kahana company, Adler company. So I will write it twice. Pets company, Kahana company. Okay, now Ghana company, Adler, Lough, Ghana, Adler, and Feds company. So quickly write it. Now write the amounts. 3447.7, 126.20, 75.75, 333.13, 256.29, 34.08, 135.52. Everyone, please check the calculation. 12.80. And the currencies are INR, TRY, USD, INR, TRY, GBP, TRY, USD. Okay, now Convert all into the dollar. You can also write the mid rates. INR rate is 72.40. Okay, TRY rate is 7.2235. 7.2235. 7.2235. USD. Okay, USD is in already in USD. GBP 0.707. Okay. So now the rates are INR over. So we have to divide it, right? Put one here. So these are the amounts. These are the amounts in $1 million. So I have converted all the amounts into dollars. Now let me make the table. That is payment read down. Read down. Receipt. Read across. Now writing the name of the companies. This is USA company. Second is Pets company. Pets was UK. Third is Ghana, India. And the fourth is Adler, Turkey. So similarly, let me repeat it in this way. Ghana, Adler. Now we have to make this table. First payment. Okay, one student is asking that can we make this calculation using the while making the table? Yes, you can do it, but trust me, it will take the same time. Okay, the first one is transaction. Lough company will pay to Ghana. Lough company will pay to Ghana. $47. Second, Lough company will pay to Adler. Third, Feds company pay to the Lough company. Feds company will pay to the Ghana. Feds company will pay to Adler. Okay, Ghana will pay to Feds company. Ghana will pay to the Adler. And Adler will pay to the company. Okay, now let me take the total receivable. total receipts, sum total payments Okay, now write the receipts under the payment. Now calculate net cash flow. That's how you will do it. And let me round it off to 2 decimal. Now it was written, settlement made out of the company owing the largest net amount, with the company owed the smallest net amount in the USD. Largest net amount. So which company has the owing the largest net amount? Which company? We will write that which company will pay uh 23.46 million dollar to company and settle remaining amount with Adler company. Adler company. Okay. And what about the Ghana company? Will settle 14.74 million dollar to with Adler. Okay. That should be the answer. So that's how you will solve this question. By the way, it was very easy question. Any question, guys? If you have any question. So Fitch and Ghana both will pay. Ghana will pay first to the Lough company, and then remaining amount settle with the Adler company. And Ghana will settle all the amount with the Adler company. That's how it will be settled. Okay. Any question? Any question in the risk management part? किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है from the risk management part, guys? From the first two parts, if you have any question, do let me know. Okay. Let's move to the C part. Okay, read the requirement, third part requirement. Explain how a treasury function department assist with company cost reduction strategy and discuss the advantage of finance director proposal to decentralize the treasury function. Guys, please try to understand the question first. What examiner is asking. Read the question again. Explain how a treasury centralized function department assist with company cost reduction strategy. What is the meaning of this statement? Please tell me what is the meaning of this statement. Anyone, if anyone can contribute. The highlighted statement is the part which I have highlighted. You have to write the advantages of centralized treasury department. Advantages of centralized treasury department. Excellent. And what about this? What about this part? What about this part? The second highlighted. First part to ho gaya na, advantages of centralization. Now I have highlighted the second part. Advantages of decentralized or disadvantage of centralized. एक ही बात है. Advantage of centralized, sorry, advantage of decentralized or disadvantage of centralized, right? But you have to write in the paragraph. So let me part C. Cost reduction strategy. Company is as currently centralized treasury setup which helps in cost reduction strategy by exploiting economies of scale. Company is avoiding duplication of staff at head office. You don't have any staff. Duplication of staff. As only head office will hire technical and expert staff. Which will reduce cost. Central Prairie has access to wider pool of finance and has better bargaining position to negotiate rate of interest for the borrowing as well as for lending of excess funds. You can write that. Central Treasury can maximize the wealth of shareholders by avoiding duplication of cost in all subsidiaries. Company can also net off intercompany inflows, outflows with each other and reduce the dependency on external derivatives. So these are the benefits of central treasury system. Now, after that, you can write the benefits of decentralized treasury by naming it finance director proposal. You can write that in decentralized treasury, decision making will be quick because the decentralized treasury staff knows they can quickly respond to the queries. Local staff will be more local staff will know more the local environment, local laws, local regulation. So it will be easy for them to respond to the local queries. Local staff will be more knowledgeable about the changes in the local laws. So in the C part, then you will write about the advantages of the decentralized treasury system. And if you follow this finance director proposal, obviously you can avoid all the problems which currently this company is facing, as discussed in the scenario that there are two problems which are very severe, which are faced by this company. Okay. Less bureaucracy. Yes, you can write that. Less bureaucracy is also an advantage of decentralized trading. Decision making will be quick. Staff will be more responded to the local queries. The local staff is more knowledgeable about the local laws. But the problem is, although these are the benefit of decentralized trading, but these points are against the cost reduction strategy. Because CEO is saying that we should reduce the cost. Finance director is saying that we should make local tradies to respond to these problems. So there is a conflict of these two. You also have to write one, at least in 2 lines, that although there are benefits of introducing the decentralized treasury system, it will benefit the company, but it is overall against the concept of cost reducing strategy. Because if we introduce the decentralized treasury system, we have to hire the technical staff, expert staff at the local level, which will increase the cost. So it is both of these will be in a conflict. You will also write that. Okay, everyone, guys.
So in the first part, when you have calculated all those, the last part I missed. Can you please repeat that last part? When we did the net off.
Last part was very simple. It is written in the question that settlements are made in the order. The company which is owing, the company which has to pay, that company will pay the net amount to other company which has the lowest receivable. So the highest payable company will pay to the other company which has the lowest receivable. So highest payable is FIT's company and lowest receivable is this USA company. So FIT's company will pay to the USA company, obviously only 23.46 million. Remaining amount will be payable to this company. So FIT's company will pay 23.46 million to the Lough company and settle remaining amount with the Adler. And Ghana company will pay all the amount to the Adler because Lough company has received amount from the FIT's company. It's nothing technical. Okay. Examiner has introduced one trick. एक वो उसने फनकारी डाल दी है question. Nothing. It's just a trick introduced by the examiner.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. By the way, B part is very simple. I haven't solved the B part. I think you guys can solve it. Because in B part, there is a payment of Swedish krona 125 million due in 5 months time. 5 months forward is given and interest rates are given. Remember, if we have to pay, if we are going to pay, we have to deposit in the foreign currency and borrow in the local currency. ये तो याद है ना सबको? Okay, do I have to solve forward and money market or you can do it?
So please do it.
Okay. Let me solve it. B part. Write the B part here. Part B. Let's solve the currency forward contract. Highlighted. Control B. Okay. Payment and SEK. SEK is Swedish krona. It's a name of the currency of Scandinavian nations. Norway, Sweden, and there are 2 other countries. SEK. Okay, ACCA, what was the payment? 125 million. 125 million in 5 months time. 125 million. Okay, now we have to pay it, right? So the ACCA per USD, we have to divide it, and exchange rate will be 8.5308. 8.5308. Forward rate ACCA over USD 5 months. Divide कर दें expected payment. That's it. We are done with the forward. Then money market hedge. First step, present value of foreign currency at lending rate and deposit that amount. What is the deposit rate of foreign currency? 2.1%. 2.1%. So foreign currency is 125. Divide by 1 plus 2.1% into 5 divided by 12. 123.915. Convert into home currency using spot. What is the home currency, guys? 8.4458. 8.4458. Borrow at home currency rate. And what is the home currency borrowing rate? 2.2%. Into 1 plus 2.2% into 5 divided by 12. Okay, that is the answer. So final payment is 14.81. Expected payment under forward contract is lower compared to money market hedge. So company will preferably select forward contract as it has lowest cost plus less administratively complex. Okay, that's how you will solve the B part. Right? So let me, I have given this question as an assignment in the last class. I have received, I think I have received 1 or 2 assignment on that. Let me open that. Okay, there is only one student. So we have solved it. So it will be easy for you to identify whether the assignment is correct or not. Okay, Ji, this is the assignment, guys. Part A. Okay, mid rate, excellent, excellent. Payment, currency, good. That is good. Payment read down, receipt read across. Okay, law of Feds, Kahana. So yeah, between excellent. Excellent. There should be one other negative. Why there should be one other negative. I think there is some problem with the question. 47, 17, 47, 17, 75, 4.6, 35, 48, 12. I think some of the transactions are missing. Has paid to the Ghana 47, 17. Fits have paid 75. Fits have paid 4.6,
Ghana
35.
to Adler.
Ghana has paid to the Feds 48. Adler has paid to the, I think one is missing, right? Ghana to Adler?
Ghana to Adler, yes, 18.77.
Ghana to Adler is missing from Ghana to Adler. Is that so? Ghana. Yes. This is missing. 18 points. Excellent, excellent. Good observation. Okay. Besides that, company will all entities the respective amount. One of the main advantages of multilateral is it saves the transaction cost of each entity. Making process very speedy as compared to the external hedging, where large amount of the main advantage of multilateral hedging is saving the transaction cost, administrative cost. You will save the administrative cost. You can write that. And you have to explain that. In addition, लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी. There is no need to write the in addition. You have to explain the transaction cost. You will write that if we don't do the netting, we have to separately manage all the transactions. After netting, we will net and every entity will manage only one transaction. That's how it will reduce the transaction cost, the administrative cost. You have to explain only the one. There is no need of writing this. Examiner will not give you the marks of in addition because he has only asked in the question that give me the one main advantage. Okay, 14.65 is perfect. ACCA payment in million. Okay, perfect. Money market hedges recommended. Briefly explain it. Otherwise, it is good. Briefly explain. I think. And what about the C part? I think you haven't done the C part. This student haven't done the. Let me check it. Okay, no C part. If one other student has submitted, let me open that as well. Hmm. Okay. Okay, this is another way of solving it. Perfect. Uh, Receipts, payments. Okay, then another table, receipts, payments, net receipts. Okay, payment. There is no need of doing this. Don't waste time. While the Lough Co will receive a total of 14.7 from Ghana. From Ghana? No, no. From the FITS company. The highest payable will pay to that company which has the lowest receivable. So that is wrong. FITS will pay to the Lough company. Okay, then the main advantage is that it reduces the overall cost of the companies involved in the transmitting cash flows, such as transaction cost, because less number of cash flows, usually one every month or quarter in the form of settlement, are to be remitted by multilateral. Less amount of transaction costs of government states are to be faced by the companies involved in the for group companies such as Lough company subsidiary, reduce exchange rate exposure of group as majority of the cash flow will be ultimately paid to parent company, and without netting there would be an increased risk of payment such as okay, that was enough by the way. This is another perspective. That was enough. The other part. Okay, 14.75 is okay. 5-month rate. 125. Spot rate. I think you have chosen the wrong spot rate. 8 point. Yes, 8. You have to choose 8.4458. Na? It's a case of payment. 8.4458. 8.4458. Yes, now it is correct. This is a very small mistake. Rest is fine. You can simply solve in one cell instead of separately showing it. But by the way, answer is correct. After the adjustment, answer is correct. Okay, this student has also written the C part. Let us read that. Okay. Using a centralized treasury approach, treasury department will have to acquire significant resources such as treasury manager for each region having its house cost saving. The lesson 5 would be required from the current initial hiring and induction cost in order. Advantage of decentralized. More autonomy given to the local manager in the subsidiary rather than the senior manager in the head office, which will resolve the problem of high turnover. Okay, that is good. Better knowledge about the local stakeholders, excellent. Less bureaucracy. The concept of it would be better for to adopt a centralized treasury function, however, considering the current movements of the methodology. Excellent. This is excellent. The last paragraph. Otherwise, the answer is well drafted, to be honest. The answer is well drafted. So it is good, guys. Learn it. So I'm giving you 1 minute. Please read the answer, or you can take the screenshot. This is excellent, well written answer. By the way, it is not similar to the examiner answer. It is not like the copy version of the examiner. No. This student has drafted his own answer. And it is well written. If I would be the marker, I will award him the maximum marks. चेक कर लें प्लीज, देखें, लर्न करें प्लीज.
So can you share this Word document in the WhatsApp?
I can share that.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, now I'm doing a simple exercise with you. A very simple exercise. Guys, if you open the ACCA website, please come to this page. Let me share the link with you in the group. Now click ACCA qualification, AFM, ACCA qualification, AFM. Okay. Now move to the guidance on how to plan and apply your knowledge in the exam. Exam technique. Exam technique. Now click on the exam technique. Now click this, read the mind of a AFM marker. Read the mind of an AFM marker. Specimen exam 2. Please open it, everyone. If you open it, write okay in the chat box. Okay, now these are few pages, like these are how many pages? 16 pages. Let's go through it. There is a question. Read this introduction thing later on. Okay, this is a question. Evaluate the suitability of the investment proposal in Canvia, including the impact of country risk premium on the NPV. So it's an investment appraisal question, guys. Discuss the validity of the CEO reason for adjusting the discounted use in appraising the project in Canvia. This is a question from the past exam paper. In 14 marks is a part. It's an NPV question. B part is about the discussion of the on the CEO comment, and 5 marks for the professional marks. Okay. Now, this is the answer of the few candidates. how the candidates have written in the exam. This is the B part written by one of the candidate. This is the working of that candidate in the exam. A part. This is the working of A part. Now look at this. Look at this English. OFR, on figure rule. This is when credit is awarded where a previous error has been carried forward correctly in the subsequent calculation. What is this? Guys, if you wrongly done any calculation in the exam, for the examiner will deduct the marks. But for the next part, it will be treated correctly and your next part will be checked according to that wrong figure. That is called the on figure rule. On figure rule, okay? Okay, this student has got 9 marks in the A part, 4 marks in the B part, and in professional marks, 3 marks. Okay, now let me read it. For analysis and evaluation, there has been a good use of the data to determine suitable calculation and good use of the data to draw appropriate conclusion. Although not much support for the discussion in this instance, this answer would obtain 3 marks for analysis. For skepticism and commercial acumen, there is no real focus on either of these skills in the answer. So there are no marks. आप उसका आंसर देखिए. Just look at the answer. He has done numerical perfectly. And in discussion on A part, he has just written that LPV will be undertaken. 1 mark for the comment he got. And he has written this theory only in the exam. For the B part, validity of the CO reason for adjusting the discount rate. Usually the WACC should be used for discounting cash flow. However, a project specific cost of capital can be used if the business changes, if the company is diversified into a new sector. By the way, answer is not well drafted. Answer is not that good. But still he able to get 4 marks in the theory and still he able to get 3 marks from the professional skills. This question has been checked by the examiner, guys. It is not checked by me, it is checked by the examiner. Okay, now look at the answer of another candidate. Okay, this candidate has discussed the A part, but B part has not been discussed in detail. This is the numerical part. You can also see the working in the cell above, right? Now, these are the workings. Now look at the professional marks. For analysis and evaluation, there has been a good use of the data to determine suitable calculation and good use of the data to draw an appropriate conclusion and also to support the discussion. As a result, the answer would obtain 4 marks. 5 number the total hai. Only 5 marks are total for professional skills. And he has nothing written anything for skepticism. Still he get total 5 marks. He has written 4. He has got 4 marks for analysis and 1 mark for skepticism, 1 mark for commercial acumen. In terms of commercial acumen, there are examples of using the scenario information to make commercial point. All this together, this shows some demonstration of the skill. For 1 marks to total 5 marks, he has got the total 5 marks. So look at the answer. He has well elaborated the numerical calculation, but he has written very few points on the theory. Still he get the marks on the professional marks. He has written this detail this detail. I cannot highlight it. The NPV comes out as negative. Given the negative outcome, project should not be accepted. A key driver of this was a differing inflation rate. So he has written 3 lines. On the basis of that, he got marks from the analysis and evaluation. Now, let's see the third candidate. Candidate number 3. For B part, he has written only 2 lines. This is A part. And look, he hasn't done any discussion. He has written only 2 lines in the A part. Still, he able to get the professional marks. For 2 marks for the analysis. So analysis and evaluation, you will get the analysis and evaluation marks. If you have written the numeric correctly, you can get these marks. Not correctly. If you have elaborated the numerics, you can get the marks on analysis and evaluation. Look, he hasn't got marks in A part or B part. He hasn't got marks in A part because he hasn't done the numeric correctly. But the structure is good, working is properly elaborated. So he able to got the 2 marks on analysis and evaluation. So I think it is my view that don't panic in exam that you will not get any mark for the theory. You can easily get the mark for theory if you properly do the numeric plus properly discuss it. I don't see that today when I open this assignment of one of my student, this assignment and this assignment, this our student has written a much better version of the answer compared to these 3 answers of these 3 written answers. So believe me, you can get much higher marks compared to these 3 candidates in the exam if you follow my instruction. Inshallah, many of you will get position in your respective countries, or maybe one of you can get the worldwide distinction. My prayers are with you. So that last 15 marks are just for the motivation purpose, by the way. Any question? Do you have any question, guys?
Thanks, sir. No question. This discussion on this candidates' answers give motivation, but at the same time, I don't know where my marks were cut. I'm not perfect. I didn't do perfect answers. I know, but I'm just looking for where they cut the marks actually.
In the last attempt?
Yes, sir. 23. This March
You got
23.
you got 49?
45.
45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe somewhere
Sometimes
concept was wrong. I don't know.
it happens. Sometimes in professional life it happens. No, let me tell you my story. I passed my ACCA in the shortest span of time. That was like 1 year and few months. Then I joined CFA. I passed my level 1 and level 2 in shortest span of time, like 6 to 8 months. I was like I was feeling like out of the world. I was saying that I am the perfect student. So I started 2 jobs. I started teaching. I started job in one of the industry. one of the companies in Pakistan. And plus I was preparing for level 3. By the way, I was very a decent student. I worked very hard. And in level 3, there were 20 case studies. There were 20 case studies. And out of 20 case studies, in 14 case studies, I got full marks. It's a
Wow.
bit scary story. Out of 20 case studies, I got full marks in 14 case studies. But I was fail in level 3. How? There is a percentile scoring mechanism in CFA. Yeah, maybe those who have appeared in O level or A level, they know the mechanism. So I was fail in the exam. And when they send me the detailed result, I was like the toppers among the failures. Like ACC mein hota hai na 49 marks. I got like 49 marks in that exam. So I was very down. I don't know the reason what happened. Okay, I said let's try again. Next year I worked hard. I tried again, but it wasn't like that the previous one. And next time I got full marks in nine case studies out of 20, and I was passed in the exam. Now you will
Wow.
ask me, sir, we didn't get you. Please explain. I don't know the explain. I don't have any explanation technically. मेरे पास explanation नहीं है. But in professional life, it happens. Sometimes it happens. So I will say, दिल ना छोड़े. Don't lose hope. Work hard. Sometimes maybe Allah, God has some better plans for you in the future.
Right, sir.
Seriously, after my 12th grade, my parents were they wished that I should become the doctor. And when I look back at my past, I thank God that मैं doctor नहीं बना. I'm much better at this current place. If I would be the doctor, maybe मैं इतना अच्छा doctor ना होता शायद. So sometimes God has some better plans for you. So don't worry about that. Work hard. Inshallah, you will pass in the next attempt.
Inshallah, sir. So this is last paper. That is why I was motivated last attempt, but I got like failure, and now I'm totally demotivated. That is why I was
No, don't
discussing.
worry about that. बताया ना मैंने आपको, Allah has some better plans for you. So you will be passed,
Agree.
inshallah, in this attempt.
Agree.
Okay,
Inshallah.
Mudassar is asking, sir, when we can start attempting the full pass papers? I think after 2 weeks. From mid of the May, you can start attempting the full pass papers. So guys, I will upload the test of foreign currency risk management by today. And in the next week, you have to prepare interest rate risk management. Plus, I will also announce the revision dates. Obviously, it will be at the end of the next month. But you should prepare yourself according to that revision plan. कोई क्वेश्चन है? If you have any question, do let me know. तो बता दे. Take care, guys. See you in the next week. अच्छा, एक और बात. If you have any question, I can also arrange question answer session in the mid of the week as well, in the evening. So do let me know in the WhatsApp group if you have any question. हम एक ना बीच में like for half an hour, for 1 hour, for 15 minutes. We can arrange a Zoom session in mid of the week as well. I will also give the homework like after 2 days. I will upload the assignment and will update you in the WhatsApp group. If you have any like personal question, WhatsApp me. Let me answer there. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Take care, everyone.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz.